Now we're going to add audio into iMovie. We do this very similar to how we added photos. We're going to go out to the Finder. I've got an audio folder here that we can click on. And let's preview some of our audio content. Now this is a voiceover recording that I've done using one of our HR devices.
Thinking of adding a pet to your
And
family?
we can preview that in the Finder. Now the nice thing about our audio is that we don't have to get a perfect take, because we can edit it once it's in iMovie itself. Now when you want to drag your file over, make sure you release it onto a clip itself instead of that background green. That's really going to help it be more flexible once you start editing. Now when we added that file, we see that it came up within iMovie with that funky metadata name STE000. That's not very helpful, so I'm going to go back out to Finder and rename it Mic Voiceover, and then I'm going to drag that back in, and that way it'll help me keep my files separate. And so now we can see my name, and that's going to help me keep my head clear and not get confused as to what I'm doing. Now we need more audio tools, so if we click that audio waveform squiggly line, that'll help us now trim our audio. We can see our waveform, and I'm just going to trim to the beginning.
Adopt, don't shop.
And we can hear the point where I mess up. And so what we'll do is we'll stop the playhead and just drag from the left of the clip once we get the tool to the up and down arrow icon. And we were able to quickly remove the part of the audio where I messed up and only keep the good parts. It's very handy. And we'll trim it up a little bit at the end just to make it nice and tidy. And now I can drag this left or right and reposition it within my clip. And let's add another voiceover clip. This is one of our student workers, and she graciously recorded some audio for us. So I'm going to call this Aya and give her a tag as well to keep our files straight. And I'll drag that into iMovie in the same way. Again, I release it on a clip itself, not in the background. And we can see on this clip that it's 2.5 minutes long, but when I add the file to iMovie, it's only, 30 some odd seconds. And that's because iMovie has this strange quirk where your audio can only be as long as you have photo content. So to make this longer, I'm going to add another photo, and I'm going to make this photo, let's say 15 seconds long, and that way I can drag out my audio clip another 15 seconds. So you can only have as much audio as you have video or photo content. Now we're just going to trim up her clip as well. We're going to find the point where she has a little mess up, and we will show you another way to trim your audio clip. We could do it the same way we did before, where we grab it from the left and drag it over to the right, but I'm going to show you another way. So what we're going to do is we're going to park our playhead at the point where we know we want to make our effect. We're going to go up to clip and see that we can split clip. Now you need to memorize this keyboard shortcut. It's Shift Command S. So now when I have the clip selected, we can see that it's selected in yellow. And when I hit Shift Command S, it splits the clip at that point, and then I can select the beginning part and just delete it. And that only deletes it from iMovie. That does not delete it from the computer itself, so don't worry. You can always grab it again later if you are unhappy with your cut.
Sadly, around 2.7 million
and now we'll just do a little bit more refining, and we'll find the end of the sound bite. And
give up their pets.
All right, maybe we'll trim it off right about here. And so I'll hit Shift Command S again, and I'll be able to delete the latter part. So now I've got my two sound bites, and I can drag them around left to right and retime them. But let's add a little bit of background audio. I'll come into the Finder again and find my audio folder. And I've got this background audio track that I'll preview real quick. Now I'll bring it into iMovie. And again, I release it. Even though it is the background audio track, I still want to release it on a clip. And we can now see our audio clip. And when we hit play, it's a real loud kerfunkle now. Everything's kind of overlapping. So we need to find a way to edit our levels, because right now this is not very good. So if I click on my voiceover, go to the audio adjustments, there's an option called ducking. And what ducking will do will reduce any other audio clip playing at the same time to a certain percentage. And we can see this visually now. The green dips down, and while I'm speaking, the background music dips down. This is a great way to do a very fast mix in your project. So we'll do this again really quickly on Aya's voiceover. Go to Audio Adjustments, Clip, now Audio, and reduce to ducking, and we can see it is done the same. Now I can also raise the levels of my voiceover by dragging this bar up. Now you want to be careful not to get your waveform into the red. That's going to cause peaking. And we'll do a little bit of adjustment on hers as well. And now we'll play it back. And this is starting to sound better, where our audio comes up strong in the beginning. I can do a little fade in here. And we'll drag this more to the right. And now we've got a nice fade in with our audio. And it comes down for our voiceover.
Adopt, don't shop.
And the nice thing is that when you have ducking on, it's dynamic, so I can still move that piece in time, and the background track will automatically update with it, and I don't have to worry about doing keyframes, which is really nice.
Sadly, around 2.7 million